Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode 3 to be exact, of Tiny Bunny. It's the video game interactive novel that takes place in Russia. It is also in Russian until you turn it to English. I'm sure the language isn't called Russian, but I'm American, so I'm ignorant. Please excuse that. It's about a little boy who lives in a remote rural area in a it's not a cabin, it's a house, but it's like in the woods. And he starts experiencing really weird things. If you haven't seen the first 2 episodes, I highly recommend you watch those. Anyways, let's go right back where we left off. Fingerprints appeared on the bathroom tiles. The light bulbs also felt different, dimmer, yellower. Even the saliva inside my mouth had a different taste. A melody from Aladdin could be heard from the upper floor. Alaya was done rewatching her favorite Little Mermaid episodes and switched to other tapes. That doesn't make sense, but whatever. I slowly changed into my home clothes, stopped before the sink, and studied my reflection in the mirror, like I was trying to solve one of those spot the difference puzzles. Then I went upstairs. Jafar's and Laga's voices died down. I walked past Alaya's bedroom and slipped into my own. The translation can be a little rough sometimes, so just, be patient with the game. One of the drawers was empty. I had the mitten there. The simple action drained the last bit of strength from me. I sat on the bed, and only then I noticed there was someone behind the curtains. My tired hand dropped to the sheets. Whether it was due to medication I took or the stress I underwent, the room began to contort, as if the wind was blowing the walls out like a pair of sails. The room's corners bent and undulated. The only stable thing in the whole room was the figure between the windowsill and the curtains. A flimsy piece of cloth was stuck to my hidden visitor, just like a savant of sorts. Alaya? Who else would be standing there? I stood up and licked my dried lips. Yeah, Alaya, it's so funny. The silhouette was unmoving. It was enveloped softly by the curtains, as if there was a thick layer of darkness there, not a human being. I reached toward the curtains. A dun, beat my heart, controlled by medication. The wind sang in the field with a chorus of voices. For a second, I wanted to return to the bed, just lie down, and watch the person behind the curtain, knowing full well they were looking back at me. They're looking without blinking, waiting for me to fall asleep. Plastic rings rustled against the holder when I pulled open the curtains. Gotcha! I knew it was you from the beginning. A blindingly bright halo lit up above Alaya's head, with the settling sun as the background. My sister was shining. When she was just a baby, Dad always used to say she was shining with happiness. I always retorted, but Dad, she's not some flashlight. But I brought her to the window one day, and sunlight poured on her smiling face. I felt like I was holding a child woven from light. I saw everything. Oh, really? What did you hide? She was just like my mom when she was little, before she put on her sad mask of tiredness and switched to her commanding tone of voice. It's nothing, just... Alaya ran up to the table, her eyes round, and asked, You stole something and hid it there. Are you a thief? What? Don't be stupid. I didn't steal anything. A clear image came to mind, that mitten hanging from a tree branch. What if I did steal it after all? From the forest, from the tilted figure standing behind black trees. Alaya could be selfish and stubborn when she wanted. Then show me. Swear that you won't tell anyone. Then I'll show you. Alaya wore a plotting smile. I swear on Mom's heart. An oath she heard in one of the movies about pioneers we've watched. Don't say things like that. Alaya nodded and made a gesture with her hand, locking her mouth with an imaginary key. She was filled with curiosity that was splashing in her giant eyes. I opened the drawer, and Alaya leaned in, holding her breath. It looked like there was not just a simple mitten, but some sort of exotic critter. Is this someone's mitten? She said that as if she couldn't understand what she saw. A certain boy lost it and got lost himself. Now, you do understand how dangerous it is for kids to wander into the forest, right? It must be really cold out there. Will they find him? They will. The police are going house to house, showing his photo to everybody. Alaya traversed the room with care and pressed her tiny palms against the window. And why are they going to the house and not the forest? Are they scared? The question caught me off guard. The police aren't scared of anything. Yeah, right, flashed in my clouded mind. Fuck 12. Do they really check every nook and cranny, where darkness cold and whispers of icy branches dwell? If that's the case, how did they miss the mitten? Or did it appear later? For me, I changed the topic, as if trying to get Alaya as far away as possible from the forest thicket. We may get a reward if I go and find this boy myself. A lot of stuff, like in Field of Wonders. Sounds cool, right? Alaya wasn't listening to me. She was piercing the forest with incredibly adult eyes, uncharacteristic for her. What if the owl got him? Nonsense. Now I won't be able to lift a human. But you know what? I was picking my words with utmost care. I forced them out of my overexerted brain. Stay away from the forest. I think it's how should I put it? It's cursed or something. Just like in a fairy tale? No, not like that. More like in that spooky tape Mom and Dad are hiding from us. Alaya shivered and stole a glance at the window. I saw you running away. Someone was chasing you? No, it's just I'm hurrying back home so Mom wouldn't be worried. As I looked at my sister, my heart was tearing apart. She was so fragile. It was so easy to stifle her light. A gust of wind and her small fire would be gone. You're lucky. Mom won't even let me go outside. I'm like a princess in the tower. Can't go anywhere. I'll die from boredom here. Honestly, with this quarantine, same. You're wrong. No one has ever died of boredom. And you have me and your cartoons, and Mom and Dad will be good to each other soon. You know what I would wish for on my next birthday? I'd wish for Mom and Dad to turn into children so we could go play together like we used to. Yeah, and if you'd make them as small bugs, we could place them into a little box. Alaya giggled and tugged at my sleeve. Tony, let's go watch Aladdin. Fatigue went over my desire to be with my little sister. I was washed over by some sort of heinous apathy. I'm too tired. I don't want to. Come on. It's so boring alone, and Mom was always busy. We can pick a cartoon you haven't seen before. I know all of our takes by heart at this point. Not all of them. You haven't watched Peter Pan. Remember how you fell asleep in the middle of it? And so much happens after that. Let's go. Maybe a bit later. Should I tell you how it ends? Let's leave that for tomorrow. I won't tell you tomorrow. I know. Let's play hide and seek. No, Alaya. Then draw me a dino. Alaya, please. Draw it. Will you leave me alone already? I blurted it out without thinking, and then I was immediately taken back. I'd never screamed at my little sister like that. Alaya stared at me in shock. Her lips started trembling, a precursor to tears. My chest was seething with disgust and embarrassment. What's happening to me? I hurried to prevent Alaya from crying. Alright, you win. Let's go watch cartoons for a bit. I don't wanna. I came up to her, put my hand on her soft head. Let's go. Let's go watch Peter Pan. Boo, you'll fall asleep again. I smiled and lifted her chin. Her eyes were wet and felt bottomless. I promise I won't. And I'll draw you a full Triceratops later. Hooray! Triceratops. Well, close enough. Alaya rubbed her eyes with the sleeve of her pajamas, and a shining smile returned to her face. I'll go ask Mom for condensed milk and bread, and you rewind the tape. The bread is fresh, just how you like it. Alright, just be careful not to spill the milk, or you'll be yelled at again. They're so cute. Wanna bet I won't spill it. The tape is somewhere in the nightstand. Look for it. Elia disappeared into the doorway, and I dragged my feet into the neighboring room. Yeah, they're so adorable. I never had a little sister. Maybe it's not all too bad. Oh well. Did you catch it? Some rogue signal? Did it catch some rogue signal? Local TV station only really showed Soviet cartoons, and even that was pretty rare. And only just recently, I used to always watch Robotech before school. It was so awesome. Maybe I should take her with the antenna. What if I catch signal again? On the other hand, Elia had asked me to find the tape. It wouldn't be nice to disappoint her. But in my sleepless state, I didn't have the strength to do all of that. I found the tape I needed thanks to its shabby spine. I got the black rectangle from its box. The tape inside it rustled. Water went into the beginning. The rustle was lulling me asleep. Drowsiness attacked me while I was squatting before the TV. Images whirled in my head. Me and Elia flying above the forest, tumbling in the soft clouds. My little sister's laughing, but her smile becomes more and more forced with every passing second. I noticed the clouds underneath us part, burying the bristly pine tops. Swampy darkness slurped among the trees. The wings are no longer able to hold us and Elia. You haven't started it without me, have you? My sister brought the tray with unevenly cut bread and a whole can of condensed milk. I rubbed my eyes. No, come sit. Mom and Dad are arguing again. They're going through rough times. Rough times are lame. On the screen, Wendy was hiding Peter Pan's shadow into the dresser. Elia was entertained by the cartoonish dog, Nana. Maybe Mom and Dad will buy us a dog too. Yeah, right. I'll have my own dog in the Neverland, and a cat, and a parrot. Elia smeared a slice of bread with a thick layer of condensed milk and handed it to me. Have you lost all of your baby teeth? Obviously. Elia frowned, deep in thought. Peter Pan has baby teeth. What if they won't let you go to his land with adult teeth? We'll think of something. We'll ask Dad to alter your age in the passport. And why would Dad forge documents? Elia took a bite from the sandwich and started talking with her mouth full. I hear Mom that they did that before. You'll grow ears as big as Dumbo's. Elia got worried and touched her ear. I smiled to myself. My little sister was silent now. She just devoured her bread, watching the adventures of Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and James Hook. Her parents definitely must be up to some shady shit. They're probably spies. As if she got sucked into the fairy tale Neverland. To be honest, I also imagined myself there, in a land where no one ever ages, where no one argues over little things, where no one listens to fights and the sound of broken plates at night. It felt like I was dreaming with my eyes still open. Then my sister's scream pulled me back to reality. Tony, shut the curtains, fast. Why? No one's watching you. It's dark, and when it's dark, the owl comes. I'm scared. I got out of bed, fighting my drowsiness, and closed the curtains. I did my best not to look outside, toward the treetops, towards the taiga forest, which seemingly drew closer and closer. Of course, it was just a visual effect from shadows of branches scraping the snow. Tony, Mom thinks I made the owl up, and Dad too. Thinks I'm a liar since I'm small. But the owl exists. Honestly, it does. You do believe me, right? That it comes every night, and I swiftly grabbed Elias' hand and looked her in the eyes. I was trying to transfer at least some of my courage and determination. But did I really have those qualities? Yes, I believe you, alright? Just don't nag our parents about it anymore. They're already dealing with a lot, so they'll just get mad at you. Come and tell me if anything happens. And don't look out the window. But it wants me to look. Doesn't matter. Act like it doesn't exist and never existed, like it's made up, just like Mom and Dad say. It'll get tired of waiting and fly away. You're just gonna leave her, bro? He's gonna go to his room and sleep on his own. It was madness, but after everything that's happened recently, I was more and more inclined to believe Elias Owl existed. We followed Peter Pan's adventures as if nothing had happened. Oh, I guess he stayed. As the forest didn't have kidnapped kids, as if our parents weren't tearing each other apart bit by bit. Captain Hook was running away from the crocodile, and Peter Pan was headed to London on a gilded sailboat. By some miracle, I lasted longer than my little sister. Elia's eyelids had dropped. She started snoring lightly, resting her chin on the side of the bed. I stood up, and I was out the window, studying the field, when Mom peeked into my room. Enough playing around. It's your first day at school tomorrow. Go to bed. You should sleep properly. You don't want to be teased for being sleepy, right? What? Is that what kids do nowadays? Weird. Adults think everything's so simple. As if sound sleep would ensure my classmates would like me. He's right. I covered myself with a blanket up to my neck and listened to the house humming, to something invisible rustling in the corners. My inner voice had a question for me. Do I want to hear that mysterious flute again? Yes or no? Maybe it's just a part of growing up, that I can't fully understand my own desires. The forest wailed behind the barrier that was my walls. Some either ethereal entity wandered the fields. Branches shook as if calling for me. The wind howled on and on in the night. My thoughts were like annoying flies that entered my head before becoming weak and tangled. Didn't notice how I fell into a slumber. Well, that was it. I do want to know what happens next. Alright, well, thanks for watching there. There were some really creepy aspects, 1 and 2. There wasn't that many this in part 3 here. But I thought there was more, like a lot more. I'm pretty sure there's more. I guess I have to look for the other ones. Well, thanks for watching anyways. If I find episode 2 or 3 or whatever, I'm sure they do have it, I'll continue that. This is really fun. If you think I should read less and crack more jokes, let me know. I'm mostly worried about commentary because I don't want to break like the aesthetic and the atmosphere of the game, because I think it does that really well. But yeah, let me know, or let me know if my voice is just annoying. You want me to shut up? All right. Well, again, thanks for watching. I'll find the next episodes. Peace.